Just saw the film and I really don't know what this movie's trying to say other than these three main leads are pieces of garbage. Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking challengers. Tashi, a former tennis prodigy turned coach, is married to a champion on a losing streak. Her strategy for her husband's redemption takes a surprising turn when he must face off against his former best friend and Tashi's ex-boyfriend. This movie is so self-aware, they threw in a Spider-Man joke within the first 10 to 15 minutes of this movie. I mean, I know Zendaya is in this, guys. I gotta admit, that was pretty funny. And for all those creepy people out there that are going to see this movie for that one scene and one scene only, this movie throws you a curveball. And trust me, you will not see where it's going. And it doesn't just stay there, like in that one scene. There is something that they are building throughout the plot based on that sequence till the very end of the movie. I gotta say, Luca's direction from that moment on till the end is spot on. Not everything works in this film, and I will get to that later, but for the most part, with Luca and his style, he does not lose his style with this film. With Luca's direction, yes, the colors pop and the style is there, but what really shines in this film with that sentiment is the tennis sequences. It is filled with tension, specifically tension within the acting from the three main leads. You get that in the tennis court and in the audience with Zendaya's perspective looking at both of them and what they are having to deal with. Not just in the game, but mentally. To be honest, there were a couple moments where I was ducking my head because Luca shot these tennis sequences in such a way where the ball looked like it was going straight to the camera and hitting you right in the face. That was great. I mean, it wouldn't be great to get hit in the face, but the way he made me feel like I was going to get hit in the face, that was great. Another thing I found interesting in how Luca approached the story and pacing was he did it in a way that was non-linear. Depending on how this is executed, it can be something that is so unique to the film or its detriment. Luckily for challengers, Luca's approach to the characters and how their fates build up to this one final match is quite investing and entertaining for the most part. Even with that unique approach though, it does take a bit of a dive with the pacing. The movie really does jerk you around at times with the time skipping and zigzagginess of it, where it'll be like 13 years ago, 8 years ago, 1 week earlier, 3 a.m., midnight, another week before that week. I didn't necessarily feel lost with where we were going, but in the middle of the film, building up to the third act, it was kind of losing steam. And I genuinely was trying to figure out where this was going to go. We know eventually it's going to lead to the final moments of this match, but for the characters, I was getting a little bit lost about what was the point of their journey. It does redeem itself with the third act. They could have shaved about 15 minutes to really find that hour and 45 minute mark to kind of give it that perfect pace. The performances in this film are top notch. I don't want to say it's the greatest Zendaya performance that I've ever seen, but it's definitely probably in her top 5. Josh O'Connor and Mike Faist, they do a great job in their own regards for their character. I found their dynamic as friends in the beginning, at least, to be kind of heartwarming at first with how they were so infatuated with this girl, Tashi, Zendaya. The more you go along in their journey with their friendship, then falling in love or falling in lust with this woman, you start to see the characters for who they truly are. And I gotta say, at least for me, through their performances, which they did a great job, these people are really bad. They only care about vain things, they're prideful, they want respect, but they don't know how to earn respect other than winning the game. And I think at the end of the day, I think that was the hardest thing for me to connect with these characters, is how just messed up they kind of were. And not messed up in a, wow, you know, this is so relatable, I've been there in this journey. No, they're just really messed up people. Overall, Challengers is a sports film I won't soon forget. Thanks to Luca's style, the brilliant performances from the three main leads, and a killer final match sequence that has more slow motion than a Zack Snyder film. I'm going to give Challengers a solid 8 out of 10.